But we're not just here for the strangeness of it all, though there's plenty of that. We want to pull out what it says about, like, morality, power.
And maybe even forgotten history.
Yeah.
All wrapped up in this sci-fi story.
Think of this as your shortcut to understanding some pretty heavy themes without having to, well, eat the steak, so to speak.
Right. Because this one incident, this meal in this dingy diner, it's like a spark. Yeah, the initial shock wears off, and then you're hit with these huge questions like, well, what's the value of a life? What about these fallen empires mentioned?
And how one person just deciding no can change maybe everything on a huge scale.
Exactly. It ripples outwards.
Okay, so let's paint the picture. We're in Veltrax 9, an alien city. Imagine, like, strange purple light, alien signs buzzing.
Lots of different species, probably keeping to themselves, hurrying around. A bit grim, maybe?
Definitely feels that way. And our guy, Jack Rayner, human traveler, just needs food. He finds this diner. Sign says, rare meat, no questions asked.
Ooh, red flag right there. No questions asked is never a good sign, is it?
Tells you something's off immediately. The place itself, Veltrax 9, it sounds like somewhere awful things might just happen. And people look away.
Yeah, like a survival mechanism. Don't get involved.
So Jack goes inside. It's dim, smells weird smoke, oil, and the source says something like fear. A waitress comes over, silver skin, no eyes, apparently. Jack asks for a menu.
And she says,
no menu. We serve what's fresh. Simple as that.
Yeah.
We're fresh.
So Jack, probably thinking some weird alien delicacy, just goes, give me the rarest steak you've got. Bloody rare.
That specific wording, bloody rare. Sets up the horror perfectly, doesn't it? He thinks food. They mean something else entirely.
Oh, yeah. That waitress's smile, described as too wide, too sharp. Big warning sign right there.
Definitely creepy.
And then, dot bam, kitchen doors open. Two big blue-skinned aliens. They basically haul out this long wrapped thing, silver wrapping.
Like a catering platter from hell.
Totally. They drop it on Jack's table. Thud. The wrapping slides off a bit. And it's not meat. It's a girl. Young, maybe 17.
Oh, man.
Pale skin, but it sort of glows unnaturally. Terrified eyes, blue veins, you can see silver hair all matted, just wearing rags. And there's this thick collar around her neck.
The description makes her sound so fragile, but also like otherworldly with the glowing skin. The collar, though, that's just brutal. Pure control.
Then the chef shows up. Big alien, 3 mouths. Can you picture that?
3 mouths. Wow. Okay. And he chuckles, says, the rarest steak in the system. Fresh, untouched, still breathing.
Still breathing.
And then he adds the kicker. Most customers, he says, enjoy the experience more when the meal begs.
That's just sickening. It's not just killing, it's savoring the terror. What kind of place is this?
Exactly. It speaks to a deep, deep sickness in this society, right? Complete dehumanization or de-alienization, I guess. And the chef's just so casual about it.
Like ordering fries with that? It's horrifying.
So Jack, naturally, he's like frozen. The girl tries to move, instinctively crawl away.
With her collar.
Zaps her. She cries out, freezes. Jack's obviously repulsed, but he keeps his cool. He knows freaking out won't help her.
Smart move. That takes serious control in that situation. His own shock must be immense.
Yeah, his reaction feels very human, very relatable, even in this insane context.
Yeah.
But he prioritizes her safety.
Pure strategy, you think?
No.
Or something deeper already clicking?
Maybe both, because he just says, real calm, bring me a knife.
Oh, playing along. The chef must love that.
Totally. Chef's delighted, hands over the knife. Jack leans close to the girl, whispers, stay still, I'm not going to hurt you. I'll get you out of here.
Wow, that promise. In that place.
Her eyes widen, confusion, but also, the source says, hope. Just a tiny spark.
That's the moment, isn't it? The connection, the turning point from bystander to something else, a lifeline for her.
Absolutely. So, knife in hand, trying to look like he's going along with it, Jack asks the chef, so, where do you get girls like her? Casual-like.
And the 3-mouth chef just spills.
Nothing. Oh, you know, black markets, ruins of old empires, crashed ships. This one, failed royal escape pod.
Royal escape pod. Okay, that's a detail.
Yeah, nobody claimed her. She's ours now. He calls her meat with class. I mean, just vile.
So it's routine. Traffic is just business as usual. And the old empires bit, that hints at a messy past, wars collapse. Fertile ground for this horror. She lost everything.
That seems to be Jack's breaking point, that casual cruelty. He doesn't use the knife on her. He slams it hard into the table. Yeah. The whole diner goes quiet. And Jack, deadly serious now, tells the chef, you just made the biggest mistake of your life.
Chills. That's the shift. No more pretending. He's committed now. Consequences be damned.
He grabs the girl, holds her, tells everyone else to back off or they'll regret it.
Does anyone try to stop him?
The waitress goes for an alarm button, but Jack stops her. But as he's backing out, alarms start blaring anyway. Suddenly, he's not a customer, he's a criminal.
For doing the right thing. It shows how twisted that place is. Heroism is a crime there. The situation just escalated massively.
They burst outside into the alien night. She's trembling, super light, but he says holding her is like holding a small sun because of her glowing skin.
Weird. And the pursuit.
Oh, yeah. Syndicate guards, whoever they are, pounding after them immediately. They duck into a junkyard.
A classic escape trope. The junkyard maze.
He sets her down gently. She tries to speak, but it's an alien language, and the collar just keeps shocking her. Painful.
So she can't even communicate her story or ask for help properly. Completely isolated by that tech makes Jack even more vital.
But she's smart. She gestures, weakly, to a little chip behind her ear.
Ah, a clue.
Jack scans it. Alien script pops up. His translator gets it. If you found this message, the girl is not merely cargo. She is the last heir of the Volari Empire. Protect her at all costs.
Whoa, okay. Volari Empire, last heir. That changes everything.
Right, an empire thought wiped out in some big war. Suddenly, she's not just a slave girl, But Jack pulls out a toolkit. Turns out he's got skills. He fiddles with it, disables the collar just as guards close in. Plasma fire starts flying.
Okay, so Jack isn't just some random tourist. He's got a background. Scavenger, maybe? Tech skills. Explains how he handles himself.
Could be. He scoops her up, asks if she can run, she nods, and they're off again. Running from more than just diner security now.
They're running from history, from powerful forces who want her gone for good.
They end up in these old tunnels, pipes hissing, graffiti everywhere. Jack's hurt, tired, but pushing on, and then blocked by a figure.
Not more guards.
No, someone Jack knows. An old black market contact named Kay, and KK seems to know who the girl is.
Ah, the plot thickens. The black market knows. So her existence wasn't a total secret. Kay adds a whole new dynamic here. Friend or foe?
Well, Kay drops a bombshell. That diner, it wasn't random, it was a test.
A test? Seriously?
Yeah, set up to see who'd react, who still had a human heart, Kay says. Jack passed.
Wow, okay. So someone, somewhere, was looking for a protector.
Apparently. Kay says the Volari bloodline needs protection, and Jack's been chosen. Gives him a key card for an untracked ship, Dock 47. Escape route served on a platter.
That's unexpected. A test of morality run by black market contacts. It's bizarre. But maybe Kay has his own reasons, believes in the Volari cause. Or sees an opportunity.
Opportunity seems more likely because just as they get to the ship, alarms go off, door seals shut, and Kay's face pops up on screen.
Ah, the double cross. Knew it was too easy.
Yep, Kay played him. Selling them both to the highest bidder is worth more. Even gives Jack a chance to ditch the girl and walk.
Classic underworld move. Loyalty is cheap when credits are involved. Shows how valuable and dangerous the girl really is.
But Jack's one step ahead. He pulls out this little black cube, his insurance policy.
Oh, nice. What does it do?
He activated a virus he'd already planted in the ship's systems when Kay wasn't looking. Sparks fly, systems crash, chaos.
Smart. He anticipated the betrayal. Resourceful guy.
He grabs the girl Alara, though we don't know her name yet. They bust out of the compromised ship. Drones attack, but Jack hits an EMP device, disables everything nearby.
An EMP too. He came prepared.
And their real ride. A second, smaller ship hidden underneath the first one. Clever.
Okay, Jack is definitely more than just a guy who wanted a steak. He's got skills.
Ah.
Serious skills. That's a great escape sequence.
So they blast off, finally clear, but the EMP, or maybe the virus, fried the navigation system on their actual ship. They're flying blind in deep space.
Out of the frying pan.
Exactly. Then the girl, Alara, goes to the cockpit, puts her glowing hand on the console.
A glowing hand again.
Ancient Volari runes light up on the controls. The ship hums. Royal access granted. She could do this all along.
So her power isn't just like a passive glow. She can interact with her people's tech directly. That's huge. Why didn't she do it sooner? Trauma. Waiting for the right moment.
Maybe waiting to trust Jack, because then she speaks clear English. My name is Alara, daughter of House Vexel, last of the Flame.
Boom. There it is. The name, the lineage. Last of the Flame. Powerful title.
And she drops another truth bomb. The Empire wasn't just beaten in war, it was erased because of me.
Because of her.
Yeah. She was born with some kind of mutation, powerful but feared by the old families. Her own father put her in stasis to save her, maybe, and being served as meat. Another attempt to just delete her from existence.
So her own power made her a target, even within her empire. That's tragic. Explains the secrecy, the desperation.
And then right on cue, sensors pick up a massive warship, the Vortex Order.
Oh, great. Who are they?
Her family's executioners, the ones who supposedly destroyed the Volari.
So the enemy that wiped out her people is still around, and they found her. The stakes just keep rising. Relentless.
They demand her surrender, but Ilara, she's done running. She says, "Let me show you why they fear me."
Okay, goosebumps moment. Time for the power reveal.
Big time. Hands on the console again. The ship pulses with energy. Space outside warps, they jump. No coordinates, just pure power, leaving the Vortex ship way behind.
Whoa. Not just interfacing with tech, but manipulating space itself. That's immense power. Terrifying, maybe, like the old families thought.
They drop out of warp near this weird planet, black, obsidian with glowing blue rings, not on any charts.
A hidden world.
Ilara knows it, her birthplace, the last temple of the Flameborn.
The Flameborn. Her lineage, maybe.
Seems like it. She steps out, and the whole place wakes up. Lights, holograms, ancient voices. It's recognizing her.
Like a long-lost queen returning.
But then, temple AI security system flags Jack. Hostile human detected. Metal golems activate, start attacking him.
But come on, can't catch a break. Ancient prejudice programmed in, or just standard defense.
Ilara tries to stop them, shouts he's her savior, but the programming's too old, too rigid.
So what does she do?
She steps up, reaches into this pool that looks like liquid fire. Her whole body lights up. She speaks in that powerful Volari language.
Yeah.
And the golems just freeze instantly.
Okay, so she can override the ancient systems, that fire pool, some kind of power source, amplifier.
Looks like it. But just as they get a second to breathe, guess who's back?
Not Kay again.
Kay again, with syndicate soldiers. He tracked them using a piece of the broken collar. Persistent guy.
Unbelievable. That collar fragment was enough. Shows how determined these factions are.
Kay gives the ultimatum. Surrender Ilara, or Jack dies. Standard bad guy stuff.
But Alara's not the same terrified girl from the diner, is she?
Not even close. She walks right into the fire pool.
Do it.
Doesn't brain her. She transforms. Flames wreath her, eyes glow white hot. Her voice booms with power. No, you die.
Full power unleashed. This is it.
Fire becomes her voice, the source says, reshaping the temple around her. But she doesn't just kill Ka quickly.
No, what then?
She uses him, turns him into a living transmitter, broadcasts a message across the entire galaxy.
Announcing her return.
Loud and clear. Ilara Vexel is back. And the effect is immediate. Old families stir, rebel colonies get hope, enemies panic. A galactic mic drop.
Wow, that's strategic. And incredibly bold, using her enemy to send the signal. She's not just powerful, she's clever, and she just put the entire galaxy on notice.
Amidst the chaos, the temple starts collapsing. They manage to escape, just the two of them, back on the ship. Future, totally unknown.
Revolution. War. What now?
Ilara just says one word, hope. She thinks maybe they can rally people to her, not just fear her. But she knows it's huge. She needs help.
And Jack. What's his take after all that?
He just grins. Ever the cool cucumber. Says, lucky for you, I've got nothing better to do.
Huh. Perfect Jack response. Committed till the end.
And then, a small moment. Ilara reaches out, takes his hand. The source wraps it up nicely. Somewhere deep inside the galaxy, a spark lit a flame.
Nice touch.
Wow.
A connection formed amidst all that chaos and cosmic power. Pretty epic journey from just wanting a steak.
So, yeah, let's quickly recap. Ordinary guy wants dinner, ends up saving a lost princess, uncovering a galactic conspiracy, dodging assassins, facing down ancient robots, and basically kicking off a potential galactic revolution.
All because he showed basic compassion when faced with something truly monstrous. It's amazing how it spirals.
It was a wild ride, wasn't it? Twists, turns, that mix of like gritty survival and just epic destiny stuff.
Definitely. And what really hits home is how one person's choice, one act of defiance against, cruelty and apathy can light that spark.
Yeah, it challenges those huge oppressive systems and shows hope can survive even in the darkest corners.
Absolutely.
So here's something for you listening right now to chew on. Think about that weight of history, how something forgotten can explode back into relevance because one person did the right thing.
What other lost causes out there might just be waiting for a spark?
And be honest with yourself. If you were Jack in that diner staring at that impossible choice, what would you have done?
It really makes you consider the power of just standing up. Even when it seems pointless or dangerous, you never know, right?
You might just light a flame that changes everything.